Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the 2025 Kia EV6 GT-Line. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. Of course, there's a whole lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. After making a bold entrance into the EV market and earning major accolades like the 2023 North American Utility Vehicle of the Year, the Kia EV6 enters 2025 with its most substantial refresh yet. The latest model launches with redesigned front and rear fascias, refined interior touches, larger battery options, and a simplified trim structure with more standard features, all aimed at strengthening its position in an increasingly crowded EV CUV segment. The updates bring the EV6 in line with Kia's newest design direction, but preserve everything that made it stand out visually. Up front, Kia's signature star map lighting now shapes the headlights and daytime running lights, giving the EV6 a more high-tech wing-like graphic that broadens the stance and adds an extra layer of road presence. Sharper bumper lines and extended hood contours that stretch towards the air intake introduce more depth and texture. Around back, the redesigned three-dimensional taillights echo the same star map theme, while a wider, wing-shaped rear bumper visually ties the front and rear together for a more cohesive look. Along the sides, the 2025 EV6 sees small but meaningful tweaks to its cladding and a more dynamically angled side sill molding that pushes the stance lower and more athletic. New wheel designs vary by trim but maintain the EV6's reputation for bold styling. Overall length grows by 0.6 inches, a change driven by a longer front overhang, and while subtle, it helps the EV6 look a bit more planted. Underneath, the EV6 continues to sit on the electric global modular platform, Kia's dedicated EV architecture, allowing it to offer best-in-class ultra-fast charging from 10 to 80% in as little as 18 minutes. The long wheelbase and wide track maximize interior space and ride stability, and the platform's flexibility supports Kia's broader EV expansion. The EV6 remains one of the most visually distinctive EVs on the road. Designed collaboratively by Kia's studios in Seoul, Frankfurt, and Irvine, it follows the quote-unquote opposites united design philosophy that pulls inspiration from contrast and tension found in nature and modern life. Its 114.2-inch wheelbase matches that of the Kia Telluride, while its width compares closely with the Mustang Mach-E, and its footprint is similar to a Tesla Model Y. What really sets it apart is its blend of flowing curves and sharp creases, giving it a futuristic, almost concept car-like feel without sacrificing practicality. Highlights include the sequential lighting animations in the headlamps, the high rear deck that doubles as an integrated spoiler, the sweeping cross-car LED light bar that visually widens the back, and the roof spoiler with its illuminated accents that light up the C-pillars. It's an eye-catching design from every angle, and one that avoids the derivative look that many new vehicles fall into. The GT line takes that foundation and pushes it into a sportier direction with more aggressive bumpers, darkened trim, unique wheel design, and body color fender arches. Flush door handles remain standard across the entire lineup, contributing to cleaner aerodynamics and more seamless surfacing. They automatically present and retract when you approach or lock the vehicle using either the smart key or the remote. This is now standard across the lineup. For 2025, the EV6 lineup consists of 4 core trims: Light Standard Range, Light Long Range, Wind, and GT Line, topped by the high-performance GT. Pricing ranges from $44,395 to $60,395 before moving up to the GT. The light standard range is rear-wheel drive only and is rated for 237 miles of range. The long-range, Wind, and GT line trims offer a single-motor rear-wheel drive configuration with 319 miles of range, or an optional dual-motor all-wheel drive setup that delivers more power and added traction. The trade-off for the extra performance is reduced range. 295 miles on all-wheel drive light, long range, and Wind, and 270 miles on the all-wheel drive GT line. The example shown here adds only carpeted floor mats and a cargo cover, bringing its as-tested total, including destination, to $60,740. The EV6 offers a few new wheel designs for 2025. Most trims come fitted with the same clean-looking 19 by 7.5 inch alloys wrapped in 235/55 all-season tires. They suit the car well, but if you step up to the GT line all-wheel drive, you're treated to a far more distinctive setup. Intricate 20 by 8 inch multi-spoke wheels finished in gloss black paint with machined accents and lug covers that give them a super premium look. They're paired with wider 255/45 all-season tires that not only fill out the wheel wells nicely, but also maintain a quiet ride, even over rough pavement or across highway expansion joints. Kia did a great job keeping wind noise down too. The sleek bodywork, low nose, flush-mounted door handles, and smooth underbody cladding all contribute to a noticeably calm cabin at speed. Additional sound deadening was installed for 2025 to make things even quieter than they were before. The braking system uses 12.8 inch ventilated rotors up front and 12.8 inch solid rotors out back, each with single piston calipers. An electronic brake booster helps deliver consistent linear brake feel, and the electronic park and brake is easy to engage or disengage with a small switch on the left side of the dash. Depending on the situation, it'll automatically engage or disengage. There's also an auto hold function accessed via the center console, great for stop-and-go driving. Overall braking performance is impressive, with a 60 to 0 stopping distance in an average of about 126 feet. Kia even allows you to tune the brake feel within the infotainment system, choosing between normal and sport responsiveness. As for regenerative braking, the EV6 gives you a multi-level system controlled through the paddles behind the steering wheel. You can cycle through 4 levels, ranging from near coasting to strong one-pedal capability. Once you're used to it, it becomes second nature and actually makes everyday driving more engaging. Hold the paddle for a few seconds and you'll activate Smart Regeneration, which automatically adjusts the level of regen intensity based on traffic flow and vehicle speed. Beneath everything is a flat battery pack that runs across the entire floor, positioned low and centered to improve interior packaging while also lowering the center of gravity. It's not a sports car per se, but the low weight distribution combined with near instant torque makes it feel eager and genuinely fun on a twisty road. The fully independent suspension, with McPherson struts up front and a 5-link setup in the rear, does a good job balancing comfort and control. It's definitely on the sportier side compared to a lot of EVs, but it still smooths out bumps nicely, giving the EV6 a planted, well-tuned ride. Steering comes from an electric power-assisted motor mounted directly to the rack. While feedback through the wheel is minimal, the response is quick and precise, helping the EV6 feel lighter on its feet. It has a 14.26:1 ratio, 2.67 turns lock to lock, and a tight 39.4-foot turning circle. The GT line swaps the standard 2-spoke wheel for a sportier 3-spoke flat-bottom design that's heated for good measure. For 2025, Kia upgraded the tilt and telescoping adjustments to a powered system for added convenience. As expected, the wheel houses a full suite of controls for audio, phone, the driver display, cruise functions, and various driver assist features. Ahead of it sits the digital instrument cluster, which can show everything from drive mode animations to navigation cues, trip information, and a real-time power flow meter. When systems like adaptive cruise or lane following are active, the display switches to a simplified augmented reality style layout that's clear and easy to understand at a glance. A standout feature on the GT line is the blind spot view monitor, which projects a live camera feed into the instrument cluster when you activate a turn signal, giving you an extra layer of confidence before changing lanes. At the heart of the 2025 EV6 is a more versatile battery lineup, designed around consumer demand for greater range. The standard setup now uses a 63 kilowatt-hour nickel cobalt manganese pack mounted low in the floor, paired with a single rear motor that produces 167 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. Most shoppers will step up to the available 84 kilowatt-hour battery, which is the centerpiece of the light long-range, wind, and GT line trims. In rear drive form, that larger pack is targeted to deliver up to 319 miles of range and comes with a stronger rear motor, making 225 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. If you want more traction and performance, the dual-motor all-wheel drive configuration remains the sweet spot, combining both motors for a total output of 320 horsepower and 446 pound-feet of torque. As before, you trade a bit of range for that extra punch, but the real performance leap comes from the EV6 GT. All EV6 models use a single-speed reduction gear transmission with a shift-by-wire dial in the center console. With your foot on the brake, you simply twist left or right to select a direction, tap the center button for park, or rotate half a click for access to neutral. For the GT line, drive modes still include Eco, Normal, Sport, Snow, and My Drive. You also have an active sound design feature that can be turned on or off at your will. It offers a few levels of intensity and essentially gives the EV drive a soundtrack. Charging remains one of the major strengths of the EV6 thanks to its standard 800-volt architecture, which also supports 400-volt charging without adapters using Kia's patented multi-charging system that boosts voltage internally. With a typical high-speed DC fast charger, the EV6 can charge from 10 to 80% in about 18 minutes. If you only have a few minutes to spare, it can recoup roughly 70 miles of range in about 5 minutes. Using a level 2 charger and the standard 10.9 kilowatt onboard charger, a full session takes roughly 7 hours depending on the temperature, starting state of charge, and charger output. It's more ideal for overnight home charging. For 2025, Kia also upgrades the EV6's integrated converter control unit with increased output density for improved efficiency. The charge port, which has a fully powered lid for a bit of extra theater, has been relocated to the left rear fender and is now compatible with the North American charging standard for broader charging access, including Tesla's vast supercharging network. Range, of course, varies with climate control usage, drive mode selection, and accessory load. But throughout my experience, the EV6's real-world range closely mirrors its EPA estimates. The power-operated charge door includes an LED status indicator, and all EV6 models continue to support Kia's V2L or vehicle-to-load functionality. With up to 1.9 kilowatt of peak output from a standard 120-volt outlet, the EV6 can power tools, camping gear, laptops, e-bikes, and more using an adapter in the exterior charge port or the secondary outlet located beneath the rear seats. For those who plan to tow, the long-range models equipped with the 84 kilowatt-hour battery now offer an improved 2,700 pound rating. The car can automatically detect trailer weight and adjust the distance to empty estimate accordingly for added convenience. The EV6's cabin feels modern, solidly built, and remarkably well insulated. During my week of driving, I didn't hear a single rattle or creak, and every door closed with a reassuring heft. There's a noticeable attention to material quality here. Kia leans heavily into eco-conscious, sustainably sourced surfaces, including the seat coverings, headliner, armrests, door trim, and even the flooring, which combines soft-touch recycled plastics, plant-based yarns, and other high-quality synthetic blends. The result is a cabin that manages to feel both refined and purposeful, with subtle textures and visual cues that make the interior feel considered at every turn. For 2025, the EV6's horizontal design theme is even more pronounced, visually widening the cabin and emphasizing the driver-centric cockpit. The curved dual 12.3-inch display is the centerpiece here, integrated in the instrument cluster and infotainment screen beneath a single seamless glass panel. The GT line brings a touch of sportiness with soft Syntex upholstery, with a standard two-tone black and off-white color theme. An available suede option adds the soft upholstery to the middle of the seats. Color contrast stitching and trim details help elevate the sense of refinement. The 2025 cabin also receives Kia's signature Star Map ambient lighting, along with dynamic multicolor mood lighting that can be fully customized to suit your preference. These lighting effects stretch across the dashboard, doors, center console, and more, creating a high-tech, futuristic atmosphere, particularly impressive at night. Sport pedals, a D-shaped flat-bottom steering wheel, and refined trim finishes complete the aesthetic upgrade for the GT line, reinforcing a sporty atmosphere with a dab of luxury mixed in. The EV6 benefits enormously from its dedicated EV architecture. The long wheelbase and flat underbody battery pack free up generous interior space, creating ample rear legroom and a flat floor that improves comfort for all passengers. Storage space is plentiful. For starters, you have a large open cubby beneath the floating console. There's a large felt-lined set of door pockets and a cavernous glove box, not to mention a rear compartment at the back of the console, plus plenty of USB-C ports and a 12-volt power outlet. A wireless phone charger is standard on all trims. The GT line's front seats are 8-way power adjustable, plus 2-way lumbar support and a driver memory set of presets. They also feature heating and ventilation, which keeps both comfort and convenience in mind year-round. As I mentioned, the steering wheel now has power tilt and telescope adjustments for added convenience. The headrests and seatbelts are adjustable as well. The standard 14-speaker Meridian Premium audio system on the GT line includes a subwoofer and delivers rich, balanced sound that's enhanced by the EV6's quiet cabin. On the digital side, 2025 brings Kia's next-generation connected car navigation cockpit operating system, which adds faster processing, higher fidelity graphics, and full over-the-air update capability. This means the EV6 can remain current with the latest software enhancements, whether it's navigation, infotainment, powertrain improvements, or advanced driver assist updates. Through the new Kia Connect store, GT line owners can access a growing library of digital features, from music and video streaming to in-car gaming, Wi-Fi hotspot connectivity, and more. The cabin experience can also be personalized with display themes, including branded color and accent options, allowing drivers to make their EV6 feel distinctly their own. The dual 12.3-inch displays are highly configurable and easy to read, even in bright daylight, with intuitive touch responses that behave much like a smartphone. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard across all trims, and Bluetooth multi-connection allows two devices to be paired simultaneously for calls and streaming audio. If taking a trip, the navigation system provides real-time travel radius mapping based on the current state of charge, while the connected car services also help search and plan the best route to include a charging station along the way. Many menus allow for split-screen functionality so you can customize what information you want displayed at any given time. For those times where you're just sitting idle and feel like relaxing for a bit, there's a Sounds of Nature ambient system that offers a variety of calming themes so you can create a peaceful retreat. Of course, you also have your typical media features like AM/FM radio, satellite radio, and USB connectivity. Additional cool features of the infotainment system include the ability to make voice memos, activate a valet mode, watch your favorite YouTube content while parked, view weather information, and check sports scores. The 2025 EV6 continues to offer a comprehensive suite of active and passive safety systems, combining standard driver assistance technologies with thoughtfully designed hardware to keep you confident on the road. At the core of its safety package is Kia's advanced driver assistance systems, which include forward collision avoidance assist with new capabilities like junction turning vehicle, junction crossing vehicle, lane change side vehicle, and evasive steering assist. Highway driving assist is also available, helping maintain a safe following distance from the vehicle ahead, keeping the car centered within the lane markings on certain highways, and even assisting with lane changes under appropriate conditions. The GT-Line's technology goes beyond a standard backup camera by including a surround view monitor that provides a full 360-degree view around the vehicle. You also have the blind spot view monitors that display the adjacent lane in the digital instrument cluster whenever a turn signal is activated. The heads-up display with augmented reality mode projects turn-by-turn navigation, advanced safety alerts, and a visualization of the vehicle's surroundings nearly 4 feet ahead onto the windshield, keeping your eyes on the road while processing critical information seamlessly. The EV6 is equipped with dual front airbags, front passenger side impact airbags, a driver's knee airbag, and side curtain airbags covering both front and rear passengers, complete with rollover sensors. One of the most futuristic features is Remote Smart Park Assist, which allows the car to autonomously maneuver in or out of tight spaces while the driver operates the vehicle remotely using the smart key. It works in garages, narrow spots, and crowded parking lots, perfect for tricky situations before passengers or cargo are loaded. The EV6 offers a rear seating area that's both spacious and thoughtfully designed, making it one of the more comfortable and functional in the compact EV segment. The flat, battery-packed floor creates a nearly level surface, allowing up to 3 adults to sit side by side without feeling cramped. The outboard seats are soft yet supportive, and all 3 seating positions feature full-size, adjustable headrests to improve comfort and safety. The seats can also be reclined if you want to kick back and relax on a longer trip. Legroom is generous. Even at 5 foot 10 inches, I had ample space behind my own driving position, and taller passengers will appreciate the roomy proportions afforded by the EV platform's long wheelbase. Headroom is equally accommodating thanks to a relatively level roofline, making ingress and egress straightforward. Bottle holders are integrated into the lower door panels, and fold-down cup holders are built into the center armrest, which can be deployed for added convenience or folded away to allow seating of a third passenger. Overhead handles and coat hooks provide practical utility for daily use, while adjustable air vents mounted in the B-pillars ensure comfort even on longer drives. The inner bolsters of the front seat backs include additional USB-C ports for passengers in the outboard seats for convenient charging. Traditional storage is also accounted for, with pockets on the front seat backs to hold magazines, tablets, or small personal items. GT-Line rear passengers enjoy premium amenities as standard. Heated outboard seats ensure comfort in colder months, while a powered sunroof brings additional light and a more open, airy feel to the cabin. The EV6 also incorporates family-friendly features, including latch anchors at the base of the outboard seats and the top tether anchors behind each seating position, making installation of child seats straightforward and secure. From a design and user experience perspective, the rear cabin is carefully detailed and visually cohesive with the front. LED accent lighting continues into the rear, subtly illuminating the doors and footwells for a modern, inviting feel. The combination of thoughtful ergonomics, high-quality materials, and practical features makes the EV6 GT-Line rear seating not just spacious, but enjoyable. The EV6 makes cargo access and management intuitive, thanks to a combination of clever engineering and thoughtful features. Every EV6 comes standard with a hands-free smart liftgate, which detects the key fob as you approach and automatically opens the liftgate. This eliminates the need for awkward foot swipes under the bumper like other systems, making it effortless to load groceries, luggage, or bulky items when your hands are full. Of course, traditional buttons for opening and closing the liftgate remain, providing a familiar alternative for those who prefer manual control. Inside, the cargo area is highly versatile. The available removable privacy cover shields items from view, while the rear seats fold in a 60-40 split, allowing you to balance passengers and cargo needs. Beneath the trunk floor lies an additional hidden compartment perfect for smaller items or valuables. The trunk floor itself is adjustable. It can be set at different heights to accommodate varying cargo sizes or removed entirely for taller vertical items. This flexibility is particularly helpful for weekend gear, strollers, or sports equipment. Behind the rear seats, the EV6 provides 24.4 cubic feet of cargo space. Folding the seats expands that capacity to 50.2 cubic feet via the simple levers located on each side panel. For reference, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 offers slightly more room with 27.2 cubic feet behind the seats and 59.3 cubic feet with the rear folded. But the EV6 still feels generous for daily use and road trips alike. On either side of the cargo area, D-rings allow you to secure gear with straps or bungee cords, keeping things from shifting in transit. LED illumination ensures the space is well lit, and there's a single 12-volt power outlet. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that as well and make sure those notifications are on. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.